Good afternoon, everybody. It's Alex Eclairi. Apologize if I cough throughout this presentation. It'll probably be shorter than I was hoping for originally. Just I'm getting over having pneumonia, so I'm trying to work through it and get through it without coughing. So these are obviously we're talking about today is our social networks, and this is myself Alex here. So here's a balance of what my network looks like between my current work friends, my New York friends. Originally, I'm from Buffalo, New York. So I have friends that are back up there still. I have college friends that also kind of consist of New York friends as well. That I went to school up in central New York at SUNY Cortland, which is about a half an hour south of Syracuse University. Then I have my Florida friends, since my wife and I moved down here about 2 years ago to Orlando, Florida. So we have a group of friends that are down here, and also my friends that are in Florida actually connect back with my New York friends, as well as my college friends. Some of them that I met when we lived in Buffalo, New York. I was friends with my one friend for about 6 years before he moved down here, and then we followed as well. And then one of my New York friends, which is also a college friend, kind of plays that same role where I met him at college. He lived in New York and Syracuse, and then he moved down to Gainesville, Florida. And now that we're down here, he's part of my Florida friends. And then also my family. I have myself, my wife, my 2 daughters here down in Florida. My father and my mother also have moved down to Florida. And then my in-laws will be moving down to Florida probably sometime in the summer. But the rest of my family, my brother, my sister, my older brother, my older sister, with their families currently live back in Buffalo still, as well as other family members in the other areas of the country. So the 2 social networks I was going to talk about briefly is one, my professional network, currently where I work at Bandbasher, which is a startup here in Orlando in regards to in the music industry, and then also my personal network, Facebook, which is just obviously it's a social media network. So in the professional network, the connector here is our CEO, DeCarlos. He is by far one of the most connected people that I've yet to meet to this date, specifically in the music industry. And his 20 plus years he spent in the music industry, between being a manager, as well as multiple other things in the industry. So he has a lot of the connections that help our business as well. But in general, is just a very connected person locally as well as across the board. I would consider the maven myself. I'm very good at bringing people together and having the conversations, discussions about what's going on with the business and things we need to get done. And then probably the influencer slash promoter is Madison, our graphic design person. She's very much out there, as I tease her all the time. She's that modern age hippie that is always positive about everything and pushing promotion, and at the same time still helps us make decisions and finalize things as well in our current workforce place. For the personal network, like I discussed, was Facebook. I would say myself as a connector, I have had a lot of relationships built through multiple friends, like my 2 friends that live down here in Florida. The one which was a college friend that was back in Syracuse. He moved down here, and then my friend who was from Buffalo moved down here, and they both have become friends because of me, and they are very close. Which are the 2 other examples, which is Chris and Jason. Chris is very good in our friendship as far as keeping conversations going, bringing up topics, things that we talk about, hang out about. And then Jason is always the person that kind of helps us finalize those decisions and go forward from there, and always promotes us always hanging out together as much as possible, and finding time with our busy schedules between all of us having families and kids and things along that line. So like I said, unfortunately, I'm happy I made it through this past 4 minutes here. So I'm going to cut a little short, but because I'm not feeling good. But those are my 2 sets of networks, and the 2 different roles, the 3 different roles in each of those networks. Thank you so much. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.